Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3, 9,
Now a handoff looking right. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Gerald McCoy able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how. And in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They go play action. Winston gets it to the rookie from Penn State. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And before they can get settled in here, time expires. on the first quarter of action. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This will be taken in at the 1. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
The football a second time, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Let's go! No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Detroit! Let's go! Blue Lightning! Detroit!
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more, and it resulted in a big gain downfield.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Kelsey imposing his will. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or Keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. A little juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Jameis now on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder, with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat, because he's got a lot to get through, because we've had no shortage of points scored in the first half.
It has been a fun track meet. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics, but in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores. He gets it to Humphries. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Adam Humphries, 33 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. The 20. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Now they try the right side here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now running right through it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
In motion, Hill. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Buccaneers are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Chiefs have come in and look good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, here a throw deep down the field is caught, and he'll be tackled at the 21-yard line. Sticking with the same drive, it's Mahomes finding his Pro Bowl tight end Travis Kelce, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. We're tied back up at 7. Offense out now after the fumble. Mahomes able to hook up with a matchup nightmare Tyreek Hill, and that goes as a 26-yard touchdown. The Chiefs are up now by 7. 1st and 10. Pass coverage will break down here. And this two-play drive goes for a touchdown. Buccaneers tied up at 14. Now 1st and 10. Here the catch is made way downfield. And he'll win the sprint to the end zone. The Chiefs up by a touchdown. 1st and 10. On the run, the ball comes loose. Following the forced fumble. On the run, there goes the rookie Kareem Hunt. And a quick 3-play drive ends with the score. The lead now at 14. Bucks now late in the second. Humphrey's got nobody around him on the catch. And this goes 33 yards for the score. The Bucks down by 7. Staying late in the half. It's Mahomes finding his Pro Bowl tight end Travis Kelce. And he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. As the touchdowns just keep coming. Still a little time left on the clock. The return will start from the 49. And this long run goes for a touchdown. Buccaneers trail now by just 7.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
In motion, Hill. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Leopard. Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Good. All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit.
Mahomes now to throw. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. No. Check. Patriots.
In motion, Hill.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
Now Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, they run with Sims. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A first down throw for Winston. And Blake has it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they run with Sims. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's caught. Humphreys. Winston and Humphreys connecting there for a Tampa Bay first down. Now Sims. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run here with Sims. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
No. Check. Country. Set. Blue landing.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Hill shedding the tackle. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Lucky 56. Here we go. Gun.
Mahomes going to throw. And running with power here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, 41 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 14. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, Winston. This one complete to Charles Sims. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
From the gun, Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A Buccaneer first. Winston finding his new target, Jackson. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Winston now to throw on first down. Evans has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. Winston. And Blake, the tight end's got it. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first and 10, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Justin Houston in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. On third down, Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And now running right through it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
This is Spiller. And some room to work. And he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Jameis now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Now Jameis on second down. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To the air again with Winston. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Winston. He gets it to Humphreys. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go now. Blue ready. 56.
Again, it's Winston. And it's caught. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain.
Start to catch your breath, you're going higher and higher.